Okay, so I saw Star Wars, well, actually, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, just a couple of hours ago, and yeah, here's my review for you guys. So, first of all, I will be doing spoilers in this review, so if you don't want any spoilers, click to this point in the review, um, because I'll be spoiling the film basically. Sorry if you guys wanted as a spoiler list review, but unfortunately, I have to talk about spoilers because I didn't really want to do two videos because I've already backlogged a lot of stuff. So, what is Rogue One about? Well, Rogue One is essentially a 2 hour, 15-minute long movie about the opening paragraph to A New Hope. And that's pretty much it. Rebels come across the plans for the Death Star, and they have to basically try and give them off to the rebellion. And Princess Leia, you guys know the story, but we are essentially seeing how this happened. And we have our characters Jyn Erso, played by Felicity Jones, Captain Cassian Endor, played by Diego Luna, um, and a whole barrage of other actors try and get the plans, and we see their adventure unfold. So, was this movie any good? Yes, it was a very good movie. I'm going to start off with the pros of the film first. First of all the performances were very good. Okay, apart from one, which you will probably notice in the film, that being Forrest Whitaker, because I just didn't find his voice to be that good. I should probably start talking more about the pros now. More pros: the scope, the landscapes, everything. The Death Star looks huge. Okay, all the planets look really big. When you see things get destroyed, you are like, "Whoa, that's what it would look like," because it's massive. We've never seen this scale in a Star Wars film before, and I'm so glad that they brought on Gareth Edwards, the director of the Godzilla movie that was made 2 years ago that I really liked, because I was like, this is gonna have massive, massive scenery, and it better be big. It's big. Trust me, everything is huge in this movie. Another positive would be the villain, Director Krennic, played by Ben Mendelsohn, I think that's how you say his name. He was good, he was very menacing, and he was a villain with a purpose, which is what I like in a film. And also, the last pro that I'm really going to talk about in small detail is Mr. Darth Vader himself. He is in the film, and that's not really a spoiler because that was basically revealed in the trailer and even before then. And this is where it leads me into my cons of the film. I don't have a lot, I just have a couple. The first major one being Vader isn't in the film that much. He's in the film about two scenes, which is where I'm going to start talking about spoilers. So if you guys don't want to hear my spoiler talk, skip to this part of the review because I'll be talking about spoilers. So from this point on, spoilers. So let's talk about the first Darth Vader scene. Basically, he is in the Bacta tank. He is in the Bacta tank, and he basically gets confronted by this person who tells him that Director Krennic needs to have a conversation with him. And then when we see Darth Vader, he walks on a screen. I was just like, it's Vader. Yeah, it was a great reveal, and it comes about halfway through the film, and it just sort of happens. I mean, no real reveal, no mention really of Vader beforehand, except maybe like a backhanded comment by Grand Moff Tarkin. Oh yeah, Grand Moff Tarkin's in this film. So yeah, the other Vader scene I'm actually going to talk about at the end of the review because it's actually a positive. But some other negatives I would have is that some of the cameos in this movie, and there's a couple of cameos, we have Jimmy Smits in this film. We also have Leia in the film at the very end, which both of those are pretty good. But one that I felt was very forced was C-3PO and R2-D2 because they're getting ready for battle, and all of a sudden it cuts over and they're like, "Oh, it's C-3PO," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, why are they in the fucking movie? We didn't need to see that. We like." I have a feeling the only reason they put that in is because, well, they're in all the other movies, so we have to have him in it. I don't know why he was even. Whatever. But yeah, another con that I would have with the film is that a lot of the characters are not very well fleshed out. Donnie Yen's character and Yang Wen's character, I hope I'm saying that right. They just kind of appeared and they just force people, and that's all we know about their fucking backstories. We don't know anything else. Now, I wasn't expecting a massive in-depth backstory for absolutely everyone, but I would ask that we see a little bit of a backstory for some people. So yeah. Also, the first 20 minutes or so of the film I felt were a little bit patchy because it's a flashback, and then we see um, Felicity Jones's mother die. Then we cut to Diego Luna. Then we go back to Felicity Jones, and it's all over the place. And it was just a very very big mess in the first 20 minutes. But the film totally made up for it in the third act, because the third act and even parts of the second act were flawless. They were brilliant. It's this massive space battle. It's not like The Force Awakens where they have to take down the big super weapon. It's sort of like that in that they have to take down some weapon, but it's really cool the way they do it. It's really emotional. The end, all the characters just get killed. It was really really sad, seriously, and really powerful too. The battle was great. The star battle, the space battle, was also equally very good. And the battle on the ground, it felt like a war movie. My friend who I saw it with, he said it felt like Saving Private Ryan, which I thought they were going for, and that's what I got out of it. It was very good. So on to my very last positive, the Darth Vader scene that I wanted to talk about. Essentially, we see the rebels about to get taken over by Darth Vader's ship, and they try and give the plans out to the rest of the people. And it's a closed door, and they're like, "Here, take the plans, take the plans." And sure enough, the door's locked, and we turn around. There's Darth Vader with his lightsaber, and he just starts wasting people, choking them, throwing up against the wall. I was almost in tears. It was so cool. So it more than made up for the fact that he wasn't in the film very much. And then we see Leia at the very end on the ship. She's just like, "We have hope." And then I was like, "Hey, pretty good CGI actually." Tarkin is CGI. You can kind of tell that he's CGI. But Leia, I was like, that's really great in computer effects. And yeah, so guys, is Rogue One better or worse than Force Awakens? I would personally say that it is a little bit worse. Just because of the first 20 minutes being a little bit patchy, and there's a lot of talking scenes, not a lot of action, which makes you sound like a Michael Bay brat, but there's way to interject talking with action without making it this big schlock. But I did enjoy Rogue One, despite the fact that I had quite a few cons with the film. I would definitely recommend it, and I'm going to give Rogue One: A Star Wars Story a 7.5 out of 10. So guys, have you seen Rogue One? What did you think about it? Whatever you guys think about the film, leave in the comments below so I know. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching, subscribing, and I'll see you next time. There's a Rogue One poster up there, by the way, if you didn't notice.